Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map. Whoa, stop there, BonBon. Stop there, I've got a BonBonB announcement. Earlier BonBon made a mistake and didn't pick up that Theme Mixer was active. Theme Mixer has overridden the theme settings for today's map, so we're going to top and tail today's show. I don't have time to re-record the entire footage of the flyover, but we're going to top and tail the show, so what you can see now is how it should look. What you can see now is how it's going to look, and we'll finish the show just before we get to my ratings with cinematics of how it should look again. So when you come to judging this map, please do it on how the aesthetics should be, not on how earlier BonBon messed up. I'm going to hand over to the completely clueless BonBon, and I'll maybe see you later. Your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very welcome. Well, it's Monday's the day of the week we go back to the top of the workshop and look at the top performing map of the moment, and it's not quite this one. You'd think it would be, but this is a variant of the map which is at number 1 as I speak. It's a creator you may have heard of just once or twice. We've only done them 14 times in the past, and they are pretty respected within the community, just a little bit. Anyway, the reason why I've gone with this one rather than the other one, this one is the Tree Anarchy enabled version. The other one is just vanilla. So we're still going to be a vanilla map today, but we're going to have just a few extra mods just switched on to make it look a bit prettier. I hope that's okay with you. Good. Right, okay, well, we're going to roll straight in with this one, real life location, and it's one of these to start. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Canto Grande, Tree Anarchy enabled by Sidai. Yes, Sidai. If you've not heard of Sidai, then you're new to the game. I promise you, you're in for a treat. There's your start square. That looks pretty playable, quite interesting, a little bit different from the normal. All credit for all of those things. Terrain heights, you got like 3 playable patches and an island, which is quite interesting. Again, interesting is the word today. We've got some resources, little blotches of offshore oil if you're looking to do a bit of that. And then if you've got Centre Harbour and you want to do some fishing, your fishing map is a bit blotchy as well, in a similar sort of way, which makes me smile. Off to the workshop, and what do we need? Well, I told you, it's 100% vanilla. We'll be using Tree Anarchy today, because why not? As always, Sidai does give you everything. Tells you everything that you're going to need, so you've got no reason to write anything in the comments to complain about, and I'm saying that with a bit tongue-in-cheek, because there's always somebody. And yeah, there is a Vision Mods collection. I'm not even going to show you the collection. It will include the Boreal Baltic theme and won't include the realistic 1.2 LUT, but those are the two we'll be using today. Post-Process FX is the only one of these mods that I don't actually have in operation today. I did actually install it and enable it, but for some reason, bizarrely, the hotkey, it turns out, is the same as my start recording key, and so it just like conflicts. So yeah, bit annoying, but again, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. It's just a little bit of extra sharpness or illumination, that kind of thing. So yeah, so if the lighting's not quite perfect, Sidai, I'm sorry, but yes, I would need to reconfigure my the screen recording software hotkeys. No, it's just not worth it. Bigger scramble with the entire map, not the bush, but the tree there. That's going to need to be chopped down, because as it grows, it's going to start causing some problems on the underside of the road there, and you'll start breaking up the... It's not going to grow. I know it's not going to grow, but you know what I mean. That, Sidai, is the worst thing on the map. And it's technically it's not wrong, and it's the one little thing that I think every map maker is allowed one non-critical minor detailing grumble, and that's the one that I'm going to let you have. Anything else, and I'm going to notch you down, because I'm in that sort of mood today. Intersections today are beautiful, as always. We have the intersection marking tool in operation, and by looks of it, no controller as well. Again, if you don't have those two mods, it doesn't matter. Your map will still load absolutely fine. You'll still have all the intersections, so just be a little bit more vanilla looking in the clunkiness of them. Lovely sweeping intersection there, and again, all the intersections used by Sidai off from the workshop, and are linked on the description page. Again, you don't need to subscribe to them because they're just nodes and segments, and the game can work all of that out. But it's fine, so you don't need to. But it's just nice to be able, especially if you like an intersection yourself, to be able to say, I'm going to use that in my next city or whatever. And you've seen it in this map, you can just head on over to the description and grab it for yourself. Of course, to have them look as good as Sidai has got them, you're going to have to do a little bit of tweaking and working of the terrain. These things don't just happen, you know. They're almost perfect if you drop them in, but not quite usually. Sometimes you are. Especially if they're two-dimensional, if they're completely flat to the land, there's no elevated sections. But with elevated sections, and if you're playing on non-perfectly flat land, which I think it's fair to say this is non-perfectly flat land, then yeah, you've got to do more work. It's not always easy. The game is not always easy. Shall I show you this? Just because these sort of thing, you can just fly by and not look at these things. It's little things like that that can just make let's say an average map into a good map, or a good map into an exceptional map. Just little things. Tree painting on the map is, of course, very nice, and of course with the new base game trees that we've got, which were made available about a month ago now, the map doesn't look vanilla anymore. It's so difficult for me to spot whether a map is vanilla these days, because the trees are frankly that nice, and of course we know who to blame for that, don't we? Don't we, Dennis? We do. Here, back down, following the rail back. We're not going to go right the way back to the edge of the map. I think I'll take you down to an industrial area and then down to the port. How about that? We'll do that. Industrial and then port. Good shout. Again, very slick work here. I've got nothing to grumble about. There's nothing to pull Sidai up on. There wouldn't be. Just wouldn't be. We've got some really lovely, hang on, down here, that's it. Yeah, I was going to take this route down here, sorry. So yes, we've got a port area here, and then we'll go to the industrial. Sorry, I lost where I was on the map there, and then we'll have a look at the industrial. But yes, it's just another strong Sidai map. What can I tell you? The guy doesn't know how to make a bad map. Not when they put their heart and soul into a map, of course. There was that one map that I thought was average, but then it was like a custom rush build, so I think we can be forgiven for that. Oh yeah, we're there.
Do you watch BonBon with your morning coffee? Do you want to feel closer to the show? Then you need either the modern or retro mug from BonBonB. Click the information button now.
Of course, that commission rush build was used to exceptional effect by the Commission E. If you've not been and seen, do go and have a look. I'm not saying any more. I'm not going to say any more. Focusing on this map, shipping routes. There are no through shipping routes, so you won't actually get any through shipping unless you decide to connect them up yourself. Or, of course, if you just plop down the harbour, you'll get ships coming directly to you. Water flow there is strong water flow through the start square, just enough water flow in the start square, but also we got some pipes. We have some pipes, which is usually something of interest, so we'll look for them in a minute. Okay, now what I'm really liking about the map is just like we've got a little buildable area here, we've got a little buildable area down here, buildable area in here, and and we've got the island as well. So you kind of got like within the 25 tiles, you've got those 4 slots. It's a little bit restrictive, but that's what we're dealing with. This is the real life location. We've got beautifully done dam there. Dam is looking very nice. Also, have a look at this. Have a look at this. Also, the water tower is a bit of a hint that we got a bit of water coming from this area as well, because we were talking about pipes earlier. Seen this done before, but again, done to a very good standard by Sidai. But what I'm really loving is this at the bottom. Oh, man. Best thing on the map for me. Silly as it sounds, a little silly thing like that, and that's what really grabbed me. Loving the bendy road taking you up to the dam as well, which I've kind of just like whoop, straight over like that without giving anybody. Or that would have taken like an hour's worth of work easily, and it's like, yeah, BonBon's just skipped over it. A little bit of water glitching there, but that's because I just removed the stones to see if there was anything hidden in the stones, and there is. Let me come in and down and just mudgle this along if I can get the camera into the rocks. Into the rocks. There we go. And hidden in the stones it's an outflow pipe. There's your sewage. It is all connected up via the pipes. You can tell by the fact we've got sewage pouring out of it. But yes, so yeah, that was why there was water glitching. Is because I removed the stones, I put them back, and that's only just filled back in. So that's down to me, not down to Sidai. Got some nice little detailed featurette areas, a couple of little castle, little tower castle lookout point kind areas. But just a little bit of purple, just a couple of purple plants in there, just to make it pop, and it looks stunning for it. This one's very similar but slightly different, and again, it's just enough. This is the thing, sometimes just enough. Don't overdo things. One little prop, a few trees, and the castle unit, and that can be enough, you know, if you've planned it nicely. We've got this peninsula over here with the spiky bit, again based on real life, and we have an essential lighthouse. Isn't she lovely? Loving the little footpath that leads up to that. This looks like it's had no controller worked on it as well. Am I right, Sidai? That looks like it's been tweaked a little bit. And then this island over here, which looks plenty big enough to do something quite fun with. It just looks like a map with just enough buildable space to be able to make a decent city. Rivers. This river's quite interesting, but the one that comes off of it, I don't know if I buy into this. This is just dry river. Okay, I know we get these, but the shape of it, I'm trying to imagine how that would have evolved, and I don't really understand it. I can't get my head into believing that that was a thing once. Perhaps if we'd had a little bit of extra foliage on the underside, a bit of dry foliage along here, just, you know, possibly, I don't know. I don't think that's the answer, so we were meant to go over here. I've got to show you this. Now, have a look here. First of all, we've got a little hilly area. Again, good tree painting from Sidai. A nice mix of everything and just clustered in beautiful, believable ways. Little lake there as well, just at the bottom of the hills. Or are we at the bottom of the hills? Or are we at the top of the hills? Look, that is lovely. Look at that plateau there. I mean, we're not going to do any building on it, but the time and effort that's gone into it is really very nice indeed. We've got a fairly standard looking a quarry down there, fairly standard. I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm not excited by it, but it's a vanilla map, and I'm not sure what Sidai was supposed to do beyond that. And back down in the start square area. Oh, I haven't shown you this. I haven't shown you this little featurette area over here. A couple of everybody's favourite factories, which should be copyrighted and not used as tags by map creators. I saw what you did there. I don't blame it. It's fine. Go for it. I do like this dry river. That dry river is very and totally believable to me as well because of the little damn thing. It's a little damn thing. Oh, today's asset pack of the day is pack 1, Casas, Coloniales, Latinas by CHECO. Now, there were 3 on this week's show, and I did this week's top 10. I just don't want to I don't want to skip any. So we're going to see all three of them this week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday from this week's chart show. This is Pack 1 by CHECO. More to come later this week. And factoids, because factoids. Actually, rather than factoids, how about opinions because of opinions? Okay. From the TripAdvisor website, Snake Jazz Dancer said about Canto Grande. Had the best time here with my family in January. Often found the beach empty during morning walks and afternoons were never too packed. Always felt safe and had endless beautiful views. So if you're from the Canto Grande area and you want people to know that your area is truly beautiful and some very nice beaches, that's perfect. Slightly imperfect. I've just got to point this one out, CHECO. Your windows on this building, you can see through into, yeah. I mean, it happens to the best of us, and we've seen it before by other great creators where they just miss a bit. But yeah, that one just missed a little bit, CHECO. But I'm sure you'll fix it in like no time at all, because I know you're that sort of creator. So, thumbs up from me. Anyway, we've done the flyover. What do you think of today's map? Yeah, isn't it, eh? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen, or the link in the description. Take you to the voting page where you can vote for free with a Facebook, Gmail, Apple or a Patreon account. But of course, to be able to make your voting decision correctly, you do need a reminder of how beautiful the map does actually look when you've got the correct theme and the graphical settings. Yeah, this is the Baltic Boreal theme and not what we were looking at earlier. The reason why it looks so vanilla, we were looking at it with the vanilla temperate theme. Apparently that was the last map that I reviewed with Themix. It needed the vanilla temperate. Who knew? Anyway, apparently that's why it looks so vanilla and bland, and this is how it looks when it is in glorious Technicolor. So yes, apologies to Sidai, I believe Mr. Miyagi as well, for creating a theme and then me saying that it actually looks vanilla when it doesn't. I'm a fool. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm going to be handing back to younger Bonbon in a moment, the completely oblivious, clueless Bonbon, and I'll adjust any ratings post-production. Handing back to you, BonBonB. All that said, what do I think of today's map? Well, aesthetically, it's pretty nice, you know. 100% vanilla apart from the theme, and it's a pretty strong theme, which keeps the vanilla vibe. I've got to say that this theme does look vanilla, but it's better than vanilla. I like it. I'm not totally blown by it, but I like everything about it. I'm going middle 4. Talking about totally blown, detailing. Okay, the dry river I don't fully understand. I can't see anything wrong with it. I can't see anything wrong with it map at all, really. Oh, go on, have a 5th star for detail. Go on, have it on me. Gameplay potential looks very playable. It's at least a middle 4. Can I push it any higher? I can't really. I'm just trying to think. Can I imagine this being perfect? It's not a Two Brothers, is it? It's just not a Two Brothers. But then, how many Two Brother maps are there? Canto Grande, Tree Anarchy enabled version by Sidai gets the BonBonB seal of approval, as would the non-Tree Anarchy enabled version. Doesn't really matter. Just pick the one that suits whatever mod setup you're running, and you can have a good time on it's a Sidai map. You can have a good time on it. Okay. Why are we even talking about it? Ah, yes, that review show. I remember now. Anyway, how am I going to work that word into? I need a chain of words. I can't think of one. But if you can use it, you'll be in the 20 and out elites. There you go. I managed to squeeze it in. I put no thought into this at all, you know.